Hey, you are now listening or watching the Halos in the Infield podcast, sponsored in part by Noble L Works over on 1621 South Sinclair, where you can get discounts by just mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield. Drink discounts on us, baby. And also by 714 Tickets. 714 Tickets. The price you see is the price you get, and you also get 10% additionally off in the Apply Now code once you order your tickets just by mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield. Now enjoy the show.
Live every night on the Halos in the Infield Baseball Network.
Welcome to the Halos in the Infield postgame podcast with Todd Fox, sponsored by Noble Ale Works Brewery, as well as 714 Tickets. This is your nightly destination for all things Los Angeles Angels. Come join Todd as he recaps every thrilling and disappointing moment from tonight's game, win or lose. Get ready for insightful analysis, fan reactions, and Todd's engaging commentary. Plus, fans can call in live to the Halo hotline to have their voices and opinions heard as well.
It's the Halo hotline.
Stay tuned in for your chance to win free Halos merchandise with our weekly trivia.
It's all about the game.
It's time to dive into the heart of Angels baseball with Todd Fox on the Halos in the Infield postgame podcast.
There's a drive from Mike Trout. See you later. That is long gone.
It's the Todd Fox postgame podcast with your host, Todd Fox.
Hey, welcome into another episode of the Halos in the Infield post-game show on the only network that says it how it is and tells you like it is. Boy, I messed that line up. We basically bring it to you, and you guys bring it to us. You let us know how you want the show to go, and, well, we take it places where no other Halos page goes, or any kind of podcast or any kind of show on the air. We do a good job of that, and we like to pat ourselves on the back every now and then. But right now, it is the post-game show, again, on the only network that provides a good enough platform for Angels baseball on the nightly here with Todd Fox, which is me, as the Angels get a W over the Kansas City Royals in Game 2 of a 3-game series and Game 2 of a 10-game road trip. How invested are you as we approach September, midway through August almost, or we're actually past the midway point in August? And we're in the dog days of summer right now. It's super hot outside. The Royals and the Angels are entertaining each other. Usually the Royals are the team that has a bad record, and back in the day, the Angels were the team cleaning up, but not so much since the years of 2013, 14, and onward. Kansas City has been more relevant than the Angels have. All throughout my childhood, the Royals were a bad, mediocre team. I wasn't here last night, so I apologize. I had a lot of things to do. I actually had to work on some podcast stuff for the other podcasts I do, and I didn't get back in time from work and that to do a post game, so I apologize for that. But last night's game was a loss, with the Angels losing Game 1 on the road trip in Kansas City, not able to score runs, leaving a lot of guys on or just striking out a bunch. Tonight they struck out a bunch, but they still got a W, and that's because Tyler Anderson kept the ball down for the most part. The Angels were tied at 2 with the Royals until about the fourth inning, when Pasquantino doubled to right, or actually sixth inning when Neto homered to give him the lead. Then O'Hoppe singled in a run. Rendon singled in a run. Pilar got a sacrifice with a great at-bat, 13-pitch at-bat, I believe, made it 6-2. O'Hoppe singled, made it 7-2. The Royals made it interesting, getting 3 runs back to make it 7-5, but then the bullpen came in, shut it down. Adele would double in a run, and Lopez would get a bunt to score Adele, and the Angels won 9-5. So what do you take out of a game like tonight? Are you like me? Does it annoy you a little bit? Because it really annoys me seeing what this team can do. Now, a lot of people come out and say, this team sucks. It doesn't have enough talent. It can't score runs. And time in, time out, when the Angels have the right approach, again, they were facing a pitcher who, and I don't know if you guys and gals caught this or not, but they were facing a pitcher, Ragans, who was dealing. He had 9 strikeouts through 5 innings. But did you notice the Angels did something a little different tonight? Did you happen to catch that? They did this thing called adjust. They actually figured out, okay, he gets in, we found out his pattern of pitching. Whether he stays high or goes low, stays in the zone or goes out on the outside. They figured it out. And then all of a sudden the floodgates open. He wasn't getting tired. Just they saw enough pitches. They saw something in the way he was pitching, and they caught on. And when they have when they're doing their homework and when they're paying attention, couple that with the fact that they were taking nice, easy swings and letting whatever came to them and whatever they could figure out, given what the pitcher was giving them, they went with it and it worked. I wonder if someone on this network has been preaching that all season. Because it just seems like maybe today Perry and the analytics geeks were like, hey, you know what? Let's let Ron coach tonight. Because that's what it felt like. It honestly felt like, hey, Ron's like, I'm tired of them losing. Let me coach the way I know how to coach. Or manage the way I know how to manage. And guess what? Lo and behold, this looked like a Ron Washington game. Again, you're not going to score 9 runs every game. I know that. I'm not stupid. You're not going to score 5 runs every game. I know that. I'm not stupid. But the effort is there, and you get the most opportunities. Hell, just look at their runners with scoring position. 5 for 16. That's pretty damn good. We're used to 1 for 16. We're used to 1 for 10. We're used to 0 for 8. But you're knocking in 5 opportunities. You're going to score runs. Now, do I like the strikeouts? No. Were most of those in the beginning of the game? Yes. But they were able to figure out a pattern. They were able to adjust to the bullpen as well, which the Royals have a pretty good bullpen. But again, when you're simplifying things and not making it hard on yourself, you're using all the cliches in the world, playing within yourself, taking what the pitcher gives you, yada, yada, yada. I mean, again, do we really need to reinvent the wheel? Do we really need to send paperwork down to the manager and say, in this position, in this situation, in this inning, we want A to do B to do C? We don't need that. I believe that the hitter should be talking with the bench coach or the hitting coach or even the manager on the dugout step before he gets into the batter's to the on-deck circle. When he's in the hole, he should be strategizing, asking Ron, what do you want me to do in this situation? How should I approach this? I much rather have a manager who's hands-on to teach these kids how to do it, because you can't have a Buck Showalter manager with his team. What do I mean by that? Buck Showalter will sit and just watch. He won't say anything. He hardly gets out of his seat and just lets his boys play, because Buck Showalter's that kind of manager who he knows his players know how to play by this time in their career. The Angels need a manager who is going to be like a Mike Scioscia, a Ron Washington when his hands aren't tied behind his back, who is allowed to tell these guys exactly what he envisions them to do in that batter's box. Now, it's not going to happen 70 to 80% of the time, but the 20% it does, it'll work, because baseball is a game of failure. What other sport is it glorified that you can succeed 3 times out of 10? It's just baseball. But if you're getting 2 out of 10 for most of these players, hell, I'll take that every day, all day. And if you're able to get in these players' heads and they're able to soak up the knowledge that you're giving them, it's going to be beneficial, because, again, tonight's team, there's not much change in that lineup, but what they did tonight is impressive. 7 walks. You had 2 by worthless number 6. I mean, hell, number 6 got on base. Number 6 had a third of his season total of RBIs in one game. He had 6 coming in. He had 33% production in his RBIs in this one game because he knocked in 2. Shonowell was basically 5 for 5 tonight. He was 2 for 2 officially with 2 singles, or with a single and no, he was 1 for 2. I'm sorry. He would have been 4 for 5. He was 1 for 2, and then he had 3 walks. 3. A hit's as good as a walk as good as a hit. Even Dumbo Ears. But see, Dumbo Ears always craps on his production. Even when he just messes around and actually gets a couple hits, what does Taylor Ward always do? He strikes out as much as he gets a hit. So he was 2 for 5 with 2 strikeouts. He always does that. Zach Neto, 2 hits in that big home run. Logan O'Hoppe, 2 RBI singles. It's good to see him finally start to get a couple hits. Joe Adell, 2 hits in a run. And then you got my favorite. You got my absolute favorite this year. Number 23, bitch ass attitude. Golden Sombrero. You got to love that guy. Boy, and we wish Hunter Renfroe hit like this for us. He went 2 for 4 tonight. He's 233. We would have took 233 last year. That's for damn sure. Hunter Renfroe sucked. As far as the pitching, Tyler Anderson had it until his 6th inning of work. He tried to get through the 6th inning into the 7th. 12 hits allowed, 5 earned runs. I think that's second most all year he's given up. But he gave 5 earned runs tonight. Strickland came in with a clean inning. Quijada with a clean inning. And Ben Joyce 1, 2, 3. Again, that bullpen's sparkling. Those 3 pitchers, 3.5 ERA for Strickland, 1.80 for Quijada, 2.45 for your closer. Bullpen's been legit. So the Angels get a win, and we only do one thing around here when they win. So the Angels get the W tonight, and it's a nice victory here, and they win on game 2, and they're going to go for the series win tomorrow. So hold on a second. Let's see. Hold on. So that's that, and I got a new award for you since we had to get rid of the dong until if and when he comes back. So I'll be debuting that in a second. First, let's go to the Golden Stamos. The John Stamos Award for Best Player on the Field is going to go to Zach Neto. His home run put the Angels in the lead. His defense has been good this year. If you look at his overall numbers, 262 average, you know it, I know it. His average should be way up. You know it, I know it. His strikeouts should be more down. He should be making more contact, which would elevate his batting average. I said at the beginning of the season, I think he's going to finish with 25 home runs and 80 RBIs. I think he's going to touch those predictions. Okay, it's not a Suarez prediction for me. He only needs 6 more home runs and 17 RBIs to do that. I think he's going to get there. Right now, he's 19 home runs and 63 RBIs. This is his rookie year. Let's just be honest. He didn't come up a full year last year. Had some injuries as well. This is his rookie year. I think next year, bigger and better things, especially if we surround him with more tools and talent. But what a nice little rookie year for Mr. Zach Neto so far. And again, if he could finish close to 275, 280, batting 25 home runs and 80 RBIs, fantastic. There's still room to improve. I would like next year for his on-base percentage to get better, strikeouts go down, work some walks, and I believe he can have an even better year next year. So I'm very encouraged with Zach Neto. He gets your Golden Stamos tonight. Let's see who gets the Nacho Night Award.
I love the nachos, gas station nachos. I love those nachos, yeah. Gas station nachos. Ow.
Ow. I think there's going to be a point in time where the gas station nachos taste better than the Angels Stadium, but don't tell that nacho lover over there on Instagram. I love that dude, but he eats so much nachos from not only Anaheim Stadium, but I forget what his name is, Sato Shit or something like that. Anyway, tonight's Nacho Night Award, which is the worst player on the field. I mean, come on. This guy has been streaking this way all season. He has been one of the biggest busts. I mean, we all knew. Some would sit there and say, well, the biggest bust this year was number 6. Or you could throw Trout in there, right? No, I think the biggest bust was Brandon Drury, because we never thought that he would hit, less than 15 home runs. We all thought the last year was San Diego prior to him coming here last year. He was averaging between 22 and 24 home runs, 65 and 70 RBIs. You were thinking you were going to get that type of season from him again, or something close to it, being that it's his contract year. And yes, he's had a couple injuries here and there, which have taken a lot of his time, but for the most part, he's been healthy. And when he's been healthy, he might as well be injured. He ain't doing shit. So on a night where the Angels pull their heads out their ass and actually play small ball, they freaking hit the ball the other way. They're being patient. They're putting the ball in play. They're having nice singles, not driving the ball. Hey, no launch angle, nothing like that outside of Neto's home run. Brandon Drury still says, hold my beer. I want some more nachos. Golden sombrero. Again, hat trick is 3 strikeouts. That's terrible in itself. But golden sombrero, 4 out of 5 at-bats. Your monkey ass strikes out. God, I hate him. Ain't nothing but a gangster party. Shut up. You don't know nothing about a gangster party. You're whiter than my butt cheeks. Man, get out of here, Brandon Drury. You're fake. Phony. Now here, I got a couple awards, and I think it's between this one. I just got to fix the framing. But check this one out.
All aboard. It's the Golden State Train. Always done. It's the two that made you and me. Stiffest competition on the field. Haters in the infield. Who's gonna be revealed?
So you got the Golden A Train, or I'm kind of favoring this one. I'm Erica Weston's eye, and I've got my eye on you.
Erica's watching close, she's got that eagle eye. If you're the star tonight, she'll let your praises fly. But don't get cocky, keep your game in check. Cause Erica's the queen and she demands respect. But I've got my eye on you award. You play like a champion, now you're getting adored. You caught her eye and you stole the show. Take the trophy home and let everyone know.
I'm Erica Weston's eye, and I've got my eye on you. Oh, we're so stupid. I think Erica Weston's eye has to pick Shonawell, but she favors those nipples, so she's going to go with Ohapi. So Ohapi getting off the schneid playing. I know Zach Neto had a nice night. I know Shonawell had a nice night. Hell, the bullpen had a nice night. But you have to throw, and even Pilar had a great night tonight too. But I think you have to throw it over to Ohapi. She loves those nipples. At least her eye does. And Ohapi came through with 2 singles. He's been like dying to get some hits going. So he finally got it going. And yes, Erica Weston's eye is very proud of that. So let's get into some comments, shall we? Joshua leads things off. He's like, where the hell is Mateo at? And because of that, It's Spritz the Clock.
Spritz o'clock, angels play. Win or lose, we toast today. Sip and cheer, no matter the score. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more.
Can we DFA a guy in the middle of the game asking for a friend? I wish that was possible. You could trade guys in the middle of the game, so you should be able to do that. Daniel says, yo. Tyler says, how many games can Drury strike out looking? He's catching up to Big 20. It's a good one. Light that baby up. Must be my Rams hat. Mario says, Mateo is having a Maui Wowie, and it's Spritz o'clock in Hawaii. I like that. Are we good? No, we're not, Andrew, but keep hoping that we are. Also, finally, the boys put some runs on the damn board. Tyler says, it felt like a century like I've heard Stukas, honestly. Exactly. Chubb says, let's go Halos. This game actually was fun. Laughed my ass off watching Lopez ball out in the 9th inning and Joyce blowing away Witt to end it. Yeah, and that was awesome. Witt's batting .352, and he made him look stanky up there. Finally, the Angels won. Go Angels. Anna says. Tyler says, hey, check out that sweet blue blazer. Go Royals. Hey, now the word from Honda. Hey. Yeah, he got his blue blazer the other night. He is officially in the Royals Hall of Fame. Mario says, every time we score a lot of runs, the offense goes back to sleep for a while. Cue Lombardi. And that's going to be, again, next year, the challenge to keep it going, to get consistent. But all year, Mario, you're absolutely correct. They'll score 6 to 8 runs and take a dump the rest of the week.
What the hell's going on out here?
Exactly. Also says, fuck Ron and his squeeze plays. Erica Whitaker is still a baddie. Aloha, everyone, Mateo says. Chubb says, I have 1 Spritz left in the fridge and I'm not buying any more. Marty says, word down under is that Big 20 will return with both his passport and V card solely intact. Mario says Neto's bomb was Mark Trumbull territory. Q Bally's. Hey, did you see a launch angle on that home run by our boy Neto? Wait for it. There's none of that, thank God. Marty says today will be better day if the Doyers lose as well. 329 pitches tonight. Tyler says Regan's strikes out 9. Drury was 8 of them. Oso says, Gooby, did you see my plaque? Huh, I'm part of the Royals Hall of Fame. Hey! We actually won Q Lombardi. Yeah, it was more of like, let's see, where's the we won one? It's down here. Where is it? Come on. I have way too many of these. I gotta trim these down. Actually, I don't play them enough, but I have a lot of sound bites. Yeah, there's some I reserve solely for Big 20 at times too. He comes in here and it's just like a soundboard fest. Now I can't even find it. Let's cue Lombardi. Anyway.
What the hell's going on out here?
Also, Frederick says the players have talent. It just gets wasted. Artie won't spend to develop the other talent. Tyler says Neto will be A1 from day one. Number 6 looked okay today. Alfonso also says Drury needs to be DFA'd. Mike Trout, what do you think? Let the kids play. I would love Mike Trout to move on, to go somewhere else, to win somewhere else, to maybe have a chance to be healthy somewhere else, because we don't take care of him, but that will never happen. Light that baby up, Todd. Also, James says, it's Gooby Tuesday, so that means we have to play some Led Zeppelin and... that is just an everyday thing for them. Every day. Cueto tomorrow, how do you think he'll do? I don't know. It's hard to say, man. At this point, it's really hard to say. I would like for Cueto just to go out there, give you a good 5 to 6 innings, but we need to see. I mean, like, to me, it's not all about the pitching again. Like, I would like for them to bring up somebody that is actually going to help spark this offense, more, because again, we have a problem scoring runs. And I think Cueto can come up here and give you 6 or 7 strong innings and then nothing come of it because we're too busy losing the game. So I do want to see some better hitters up here, but I don't think we have anyone down there except Moore. We win. Q Honda, Taco Bell, Bally, Sapphire, Marsha, Trojans XL, and Q the Dong whenever he may be. Rally Chris says Astros lost, Angels won. We had a great day. We're so back. James also says, I feel like we are going to get lackluster promotions again next year. If Artie is still here, we're getting Neto bobbleheads, but 6 more Trout bobbleheads and a hand puppet night. You got to think of something outside the box, James. Look into your Guinness Book of World Records and look for something really stupid that the Angels can slap a logo on to make it a thing, and we will try to have the most of that stupid thing. I think the season began today. I really do. No, I think you'd be wrong because it starts tonight.
We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
Exactly. Tyler says we will win tomorrow at the boys kick back, eat some Chick-fil-A, and crank some Kip Moore while helicopters in helicopters in the locker room. That would be interesting. I would love for them to win tomorrow. Again, this is a good baseball team. You know, no one's taken away from the loss tonight. I mean, they beat a good Royals team. Bro, Neto and Ohapi and ShamWow are impressive to me in their limited minor league experience and being rushed up here to the big leagues. They could have gone the opposite direction easily. Yes, just like Adele. Salani says, I don't know how much hope I can have in this team when they consistently lose against down teams and get lucky against good teams, but watching the kids grow is pretty cool, I guess. And it is, and also a good team should be able to beat up the weaker teams, and we are by far are not a good team. Mario says, looks like Halo Joe on that award. Tyler says, dude, the eye is freaky as hell. Golden Dong today goes to Todd for bringing it. Thank you. Also says, nothing beats the Golden Dong. Oh, you guys love them hot dogs, huh? Weston's eye with a sack underneath. Q Lombardi. That was all about putting the product in the right place.
What the hell's going on out here?
I mean, I should play that again. I really should. DFA Pilar, Max says, Drury and Lopez. I mean, come on. Give it bats to Ward, Mickey, and Adele, and sometimes someone else like Stefanik. That Joy Sky is incredible. Also, the kids are full of fun to watch. Mateo says, I'm on vacation, y'all. Why am I not doing Spritz O'Clock? I don't know. Or that's why he's not doing Spritz O'Clock. Rally Chris says, we haven't heard from Big 20 in a long time. I think Marsha's having a good time with him. Yeah, if he comes back and he can't sit down, we know what happened. Mateo says, I had a pina colada yesterday. That's awesome. You have to have that being out there for sure. Or Big 20 is in the cuck chair with Marsha. That's disgusting. Watching her have sex. Rally Chris says, also, I saw a Spritz shirt at my work today. When I saw it, all I could think of was a Spritz O'Clock song. We should make a Spritz O'Clock shirt. And I got to hear HUD last night. I still miss the HUD dog, Rex Hudler, on Royals Network. Alfonso says, I can bet that Big 20 has never performed a squeeze play. We might have. At Mateo, Mama's Fish House in Maui is bomb if it's still around. Miss Lohana. That's a pretty name, by the way. Tyler says, Mateo in Hawaii for the Waikiki sneaky between the cheeky. Chubb says, Deo. Deo. Yep, you got to love that Deo, man. Deo. By the way, I got to play this one more time. I mean, it's just good. I'm Erica Weston's eye, and I've got my eye on you.
Erica's watching close, she's got that eagle eye. If you're the star tonight, she'll let your praises fly. But don't get cocky, keep your game in check. Cause Erica's the queen and she demands respect. But I've got my eye on you award. You play like a champion, now you're getting adored. You caught her eye and you stole the show. Take the trophy home and let everyone know.
I'm Erica Weston's eye, and I've got my eye on you. It is so dumb, but it's so good. I'm sorry. It was really good. Let's see. Also, let's get down here. One Jets Pod checks in with, that's what happens when you put a Halos uniform on. It's a curse. By the way, One Jets Pod, myself, Dominique from Catella Chronicles, and a special guest, Matt, will be doing an NFL show coming up here soon to preview the upcoming season and week 1, get you all set for matchups and much more, to predicting the divisions. And then on the weekly, every Tuesday, you can catch 2 episodes. You can catch the first episode, which will recap all the games. We will give you our diagnoses, so it will be about an hour or so. And then you have the next show, which will be separate from that one, as a prediction for the following week. So you'll be able to catch up on all your NFL news, all the NFL games. We get really into it. Just so if you like the show like this, it's going to be similar to that, but we're going to have co-hosts. And we're going to have a time limit per each game. We're going to cover every team. So it's not just the Rams. It's not just the Raiders, not just the Cowboys. Every team gets covered. And especially if you're a Jets fan, One Jets Pod has his own pod about his Jets. I have my takes on my Seahawks. Dominique's got his 49ers, and then you got Matt with his Cowboys. But we're not going to be biased on that show. We're going to tell it like it is. We might be a little honkish when we're giving a prediction for our special team, but for the most part, we're going to call it down the middle. So it should be fun. So if you like NFL, we're going to be doing that, and I'll still be following up and finishing out the baseball season, so I'm not going anywhere with that either. Chubb says, I'm watching Angels Weekly, and they're talking about doomed Bobby and Gooby broadcast. That one was a terrible, terrible broadcast. Mario says, Todd, is it true you had a short show on Sunday because Marsha was coming over? No, that is not true. Clutch hitting Q Lombardi. Yeah, where the hell did that come from, Grill Master? Again, this team shows promise when it could do the little things, and it did the little things tonight, and it paid off. Go figure.
What the hell's going on out here?
Exactly. Chubb says, not the eye again. Also laugh my ass off. That word is so dumb. Grillmaster says, Nacho Night Jury, fucking Christ, DFA that guy already. 4 strikeouts. Yes. Big 20 getting his shit pushed in by one of the Hemsworths down there. I love you, Dimitro. I'm heading out to Cali next week. Are you guys for the Mariners series, or will you be at Mezzo's? What days is that? If it's during the week, I'll try to get to a game. If it's on the weekend, probably at Mezzo's or both. I don't know. Erica Weston, the SpongeBob character. Also, Tyler says why is this Mike Wazowski from Monsters Inc? Go Bears, go Pack, go. Also, James says Angels promotions suck. We will never get a Willie bobblehead dong. Yeah, I think they missed the ball with that one right there. Does Willie Calhoun get thunder sticks or dong sticks? That's a great idea, Chubbs. Dong sticks for everybody. One Jets Pod says, I'm trying to leave baseball season. Also, Jack Lopez looking Neto without defense. Anthony says, Gooby says, hey, how about we head over to Jackson Box for some mini chimmy bang bangs? Hey. Erica Weston's eye is checking out Caleb Williams. Stay away from him, Marsha. And now we will check in with our buddy here. Let's see if I can get him over here all the way from Tennessee. We're going to join Jackson. How you doing, Jackson?
What's going on, Todd? How you doing?
Good, bro. Missed yesterday's game, but I'm back on here today.
Yeah, missed a little bit of tonight's game. Was just at work, had a close tonight. Just wanted to hop on and hope everyone's doing good, man.
Yeah, I think so. Anytime you could play good against a good team, like we've done several times this year, it's when we play the bad teams or the teams that basically are treading water, we suck against.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice to see the offense get going tonight. I mean, as you mentioned, Logan O'Hoppe was kind of slumping a little bit, needed to get some encouragement. I mean, that was also awesome tonight seeing him get 2 hits and 2 RBIs. You like to see a lot of those young guys get into that, and Zach Neto. I don't know if you're at Bally Sports. They're commenting about Gooby's plaque, man. They keep commenting about that all series. So I don't know if you heard that. I was dying laughing in the burger. I'm like, oh, God.
Yeah, they're pumping that big time, especially when they have nothing to talk about and the team strikes out a lot. It's like, hey, did you check out that blue jacket? Hey, he was on the field. It's, it is what it is, man. I mean, they're going to pump it because they need some content. But when you have a game like this, Jackson, you don't need that kind of content because it was a back and forth baseball game. The Royals gave it their best shot to try to come back. The pitching came, the bullpen shut them down when they had to. And it seemed like Jackson, which they haven't done in a while, they pressured the opponent all night long.
Yeah, especially like, talking about the pitching side too. I mean, I heard they're the best runners in scoring position this year in Major League Baseball. So good, especially like that. 2 double plays turned by TA tonight. Bullpen, 3 scoreless innings. Ben Joyce in the ninth. I mean, throwing 105, 105, and 103 to Bobby Witt, man. He made him look lost at the plate. And especially a hitter that's hitting like 350, 340 right now. That's good to see from Ben Joyce, man. And I heard that he actually now has the fastest pitch in Major League Baseball this year, the 104.8. He passed Aroldis Chapman tonight, so good for Ben. That was cool.
Yeah, Ben Joyce has got some severe heat on that arm, and he could throw it by. And like you said, with the Royals, they're a contact hitting team. Not too many guys with a lot of power on that team outside of Witt and Perez. Mostly it's guys that just get on base, slap the ball hitters, and go figure, they're 14 games over 500. They steal a lot of bases. They pressure the opponent. So they're a team that I wish the Angels would model themselves after. And even with the team that we have, Jackson, I believe they can pressure on a regular basis the other teams when they have this kind of approach.
Of course, I know you've been talking about this for weeks, lift ball, small ball, you got to kind of go this approach. So, it's a nice win to see these guys kind of change their approach. And the one question is, can they do it tomorrow? That's the biggest thing. Can they do it tomorrow? Can they add on? Because it'll be nice to see back-to-back days if we can take a series. And, you have a guy who's 38 years old and Johnny Cueto out tomorrow, So it'll be kind of interesting to see his start, and I'm kind of excited to kind of see it in a way because I've followed his career for so long. He's been in the league for, 10 years now, 12 years now? So we'll see what happens tomorrow. So kind of excited about that.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Cueto have a stint in Kansas City?
Yeah, I think that was 2015. I'm pretty sure.
So that was when they won the World Series, right?
Yeah, that's when they won. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
So he's got a ring with him.
He's got a ring. I'm going to tell you about this. I don't think Carson Fulmer's a starter, man. As much as I don't like it, I don't think he's a starter.
I totally agree with you. And that's why I get on so many Angel fans when they say that he sucks. Because earlier in the year, Fulmer was pitching the way that we wanted Suarez to for his entire career. We wanted him to mop up, Suarez to give you, if a pitcher can't get out of the third or fourth inning, give us 3 or 4 innings and then throw it over to the rest of the bullpen, or spot start when someone's on, gets scratched at the last minute, that type of deal. And Carson Fulmer this year and a little bit of last year was providing that. He had like a solid 2 to 2.5 ERA, and he was being that kind of pitcher. I think we've kind of inflated his ERA and expected too much from him is when we've had to start him.
Back in that rotation. He's a good, long relief guy, like you said, but I think since we have, really nobody as of right now, Sandoval in the IL, and, now we just, Detmers is working at Salt Lake, and Bachman, who knows? I might see Bachman might come up later this season, I'd like to see that, when Bachman gets reworked up. I want to see Sam Bachman back up. I don't know if you do, but that'd be nice.
Well, that's a guy that I've been wanting to see what he really has. We've never gotten a true rookie season from him. He's battled through a lot of injuries, and I thought he was going to be a guy that was going to be a staple in the bullpen or maybe become that 5th starter. But we haven't seen enough, and he can't stay healthy. So until we can see, what he can provide this team, because like you said, Bachman's got some stuff, and I think he could be a part of this bullpen, or a nice piece down the road, but you just got to get healthy first. So I think that's with everybody in this organization. I think we need to really retool how we treat our pitchers and hitters, because we've, outside of the Dodgers this year, I think the Dodgers are going to set the record for most injuries. And we've been leading the league the last 3 years with injuries.
Yeah, it's the same thing with my Titans, man. I remember in 2021 we had like 90 players. We just had that weird. We won the division, so injuries are tough. I know Denver's had one really good start in Salt Lake, but I'd rather have to keep them a couple more starts. What are your thoughts?
As far as Detmers?
Detmers, yeah.
Um, I'm glad in a way. I mean, if we could have got something for him, but I doubt we were getting any calls from him at the deadline. I would have loved for them to entertain the fact of giving him another chance here in September. But to me, Jackson, I think he has all the tools, but there's something wrong with him mentally. Maybe you shut him down, let him see a psychiatrist. I don't know if it's something inner like baseball related or it's something personal, but I think there's something in between those ears that's not right because the same Detmers we saw in April is not the same Detmers we saw in May and June.
No, I mean, as much as I hate to say it, man, like you said, he has to stop, but he's very inconsistent. I mean, we all see what Denver's can do. I mean, we saw in the first half of the year, everyone was saying this guy's gonna be Cy Young, but he just had one of the biggest fall offs I've seen, So it kind of sucks, but hey, I want to bring up another comment. Erica Weston's eye. I think that's the most hilarious thing. I took a screen recording and I sent it to Eddie before I hopped on, and I was just dying laughing because I thought that was the most funniest thing. And like you said, it's stupid, but it's funny at the same time, man. I love it.
Yeah, I know. It's one of those things where I would be embarrassed if she actually saw it, but I'd be proud at the same time.
Well, it's one of those things I would too, but hey, I hope you can go to the Mariners series because that's when I'm flying out. So I'll be down there for Friday and Saturday for the Mariners series. I'm flying down actually on this Friday, so I'll be down there for a week and 2 days. So hopefully you can be there one of those games.
What day is that exactly on the Friday?
That's the 30th, August
Okay.
30th. And
Yeah,
then
let
the
me see.
31st too, 31st or 30th. That's I'll be there at both games.
Okay, because the 31st is going to be the autograph signing with
I'm going to that too. I'll be there, so I'll see you there.
Yeah, we'll see you there with Ben Joyce on 31st, and then that Friday I'll try to go out on Friday because I know a bunch of people are going to be there, and I know I think it was Fonzo or someone on here too was saying he's coming down from Seattle
Nice.
to see the game. So maybe we'll just all hang out and grab some food and a beer or whatever
man.
and enjoy it because
yeah.
we're getting to the end of the season, unfortunately. Because I mean, look, some people are ready for it to end already.
I'm not.
I'm not either. I love baseball.
I'm not, man. No, I love baseball. And my Titans are starting up. Right after that. So, but I love baseball, and I know we were talking about this last time. A long time ago. Hey, I want to see these guys in the postseason. I love postseason baseball. I love it. So that's hopefully I'll see one day from the boys. And you know what I've been doing? I keep rewatching all their Halos postseason games, man. I watched a lot of because sometimes I'm just like I want to kind of feel it in a way,
I'll tell you this right now. Like you know the theme song from TBS when they play that and it goes dun 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 dun
Yeah,
dun
yeah.
dun 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 dun. It's like that pumps me up, and I'm not even a fan of the teams that are playing. There's a different vibe. There's the fans act different. If anyone out there has not gone to a postseason game, I highly recommend it, even if it's not your Angels, which it can't be anyway. But you go to a game and you see them wave those towels. Because I'll tell you my first experience, Jackson, and it had nothing to do with the postseason. It happened in 1997. I was at Angels Stadium when they were wearing the periwinkle jerseys, and Adam Sandler threw out the first pitch, and it was for the movie premiere, The Waterboy. And they freaking gave out free T-shirts, white T-shirts to all the fans, right? So you had a sellout crowd, and they all had white T-shirts. And it was the seventh inning. I forgot who they were playing. And this was before the Rally Monkey. And all of a sudden, it just took a few fans to start waving the shirts. They took them off and they started waving the shirts.
Oh, that's insane. That's
and then all of a
cool.
sudden, like, guys, we got a couple hits, and then we had the bases loaded. And then all of a sudden, 45,000 were on their feet, waving their shirts. And it felt like I was like, and I leaned over to my dad and I said, is this how it is to be at a playoff game? And he goes, son, this is as close as we're going to get, but this is what it feels like. And I was
cool.
The next hitter was like Tim Salmon. He hit a bleeder up the middle, and we took the lead, and the place went nuts. And at that time, the Angels were like third or fourth place, but you wouldn't have thought it. You would have thought we were in the postseason already. So I want the fans to experience that. I want to see the Angels actually on TBS so that we could hear the soundtrack. You know, I want all that. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. Hey, good GG to the Seahawks game, by the way, when we played y'all last week.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you know, that kicker, man, the undrafted kicker made a 59-yard field goal out of nowhere. I'm like, gosh, that was crazy.
And that's what you need. You need some kicking. So, I mean, I don't take too much stock in the preseason other than stay healthy and let the rooks get some time in and experience some ball. I'm more scared that we're going to cave in as a Seahawks fan and give Geno Smith a big contract because he's asking for an upgrade. He's already going to get like I think another $15 million next year or something stupid. I don't think he's worth that much.
No,
we got Sam Howell. So
Howell's
it's like,
good. Howell can be good. I think if he develops, Sam Howell can be good. And good luck to Randy week 2 against the Jets. I'll be at Nissan Stadium. So, yeah, I just don't want baseball to end. I think this homestand will be the last game of the series, and I won't be back until California until October because I still got to start my job. I still got to do all that stuff. So.
Okay, and you got it though, right? Everything's good?
Yeah, I closed tonight. If y'all don't know, I work at Costco, so it's experience, but I love it. It's a blessing. So
there you go, man. Well, I appreciate your time coming on, Jackson, as always, and we'll do this again. And give me a heads up again about the Seattle series next week, and I'll make it out there.
I'll probably DM you throughout, and I'll fly. I'm actually going out this weekend. I'm gonna see Eddie, so that'll be pretty cool. I'm gonna talk to him, and we're gonna hang out. So, I appreciate y'all. Good victory tonight. Enjoy this for a couple more hours back there on the West Coast before we're back to depression tomorrow. Before we lose again tomorrow, but let's see, man. So let's enjoy this one tonight, Halo fam, and all have a good day tomorrow. And everyone have a good night except Brandon Drury.
Exactly.
Except Brandon Drury, man. But it was funny, man, because you were saying it's the biggest fall off, man. It's kind of disappointing because I want to make one more comment. It's disappointing because, like you're saying, he has so much hype in San Diego when he got traded there, and then now everyone was like, "Oh, Brandon Drury's gonna be good." You know, he's being a good infielder this year for the Angels. You know, he's gonna be really hot. And then I'm like, well, now I want to see Michael Stefanik in those at bats. You know, I want to see Michael Stefanik in those bats better than Brandon Drury. So that's what I want to see. So, you know, I mean, fans are probably wondering why, you know, maybe why he's not DFA. Maybe the Angels are letting the contract just go out. But, you know, that's probably what's going to happen. But just let him go off to the sunset and then never let him set a foot inside Angel Stadium again. That's it.
Yeah, I agree. So, all right, Jackson.
Take care, man. Nice to talk to you.
You got it, bro.
All right, bye-bye.
Later. All right, so that's Jackson right there, checking in from Nashville right there. Yeah, to finish off on his thoughts about Drury, this team has made so many mistakes as far as payroll, whether it's this player, that player, adding a guy here when they shouldn't have, or paying too much for a guy. Under Artie Moreno's tutelage, this franchise does not A, like to admit when they're wrong, and B, will ride these contracts out no matter what. Now, again, they rode out that Pujols contract 9 out of 10 years. When you look back at it, hindsight being what it is, yes, it wasn't as what we expected for the money that was spent at the time, but we did get a few decent years. We did get a couple injury-plagued years. Yes, there was a ton of double plays, but when you look at what number 6 has provided, it's apples to oranges. Pujols looks like a freaking god compared to number 6. And then now you look at Drury, and you could have easily cut him. And again, what you're eating about a third or fourth of the contract. If you cut him today, why not cut him? It's like again, you're willing to cut guys with a year left. You know, again, other teams will cut a guy with 2 or 3 years left and just say, screw it. But not the Angels. The Angels have too much pride. So, you know, and Grillmaster brings up Gio Urshela got picked up by the Braves. Martin says, thanks. Nice to hear Jackson speak well rather than Big 20 calling in. And oh, yeah, Mario's completely correct. Geno Smith was supposed to be a stopgap quarterback. He's turned into something else. Also, Grillmaster says, hey, did you know I played for the Royals? And then J-Dog, all that commercial, which always gets me, he goes, "Hey, that's my line." You know, like that was he's so stupid. That's such a terrible, terrible commercial. Hold on. I gotta check my DMs here. I dropped my phone at the worst possible time. Oh, there it is. I gotta see. I think Randy hit me up with something right now. Let me look for it right now. Yeah, this is pretty good, dude. This is another good one right here because the other ones that what is it called? The other video that was sent, it does look a lot like the Monsters Inc. character. So I totally get that. And let me see if I could send that while I'm on here right now. Because magically, I think there we go. Hold on a second here. I gotta say, it's freaking Randy, dude. I swear to God, as quick as he works, man. If you guys and gals ever need any kind of graphic work, you know, like just DM him because dude you think of it and he'll make it. Like he's got a knack for that. I don't know how he does it. I don't know. I don't know how he just does it so quickly. Like I literally don't know how he does it so quickly. He'll just think of something, or you'll think of something and be like, "Hey, you know, I got an idea about this." I'll be, "Hey, can you come up with this?" And Randy, dude, is just like, "No problem. Like just give me a couple minutes." And I swear to God, in a couple minutes, he sends something hilarious as shit. So let's see if I could find it. I sent it to some of my. He just created these. Let's see, where did it go? Let's see where the download went here. Hold on a second. I got to pop these up. These are freaking hilarious. Yeah, there it is. Where did it? That one went where? Because sometimes my computer will just send them to the most obscure place. I'm like, no, it needs to go. Okay, it's a local. Okay, there it is. Let's see if I can pull this sucker up here. It's the Halo Honk line. What happened there? See what I'm trying to do, like 2 or 3 things? Hold on a second. Let me get this. This is what happens when you're on the fly. Okay, got it. I think it should be right there. Yeah, there we go. All right, so call in again. I fixed the audio. The audio went crap to the shitter again. So hold on, let me see. I gotta find this crap. Where did it go here? How come I'm not able to pull it up right here? I want to show you guys this picture, and for some reason it's not uploading. Maybe Randy can jump in. Oh, here we go. It's the Halo Honk line. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
I'm right here. Okay. The Halo Honk line is in full effect tonight. Man. I don't know what the hell happened right there. Should have been all right. So you got the speakers here, audio. Ah, there it is. Let's try it again. It's the Halo Honk line.
Hey, Todd.
What's up?
I gotta ask, why the hell hasn't Drury been DFA'd?
Your guess is as good as mine. I don't understand it. He should have been DFA'd a long time ago.
Hey, Indiana Lakes are the best thing in the world. Therefore, you play Drury because he has the most experience of the other defenders.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I knew why that, you know, why they even continue to play him. It doesn't make any sense. There's no reason we're going to sign him back next year. You've got an obvious replacement with Moore. He adds nothing. He gives nothing. So why are we doing this?
So I keep saying Christian Moore is going to come up on my birthday, which is on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't seem like that's going to happen now that you brought up a guy like Jack Lopez, who I honestly am not expecting a whole lot from.
Yeah, I mean, look, Jack Lopez is a guy that is going to need a lot of at bats, just like a lot of these players. So I don't think that it's going to be one of those things where it's going to pay off dividends right away. It's going to take some time with a kid like him. But I would just say right now, give him as many at bats as he possibly can. Let him try to get a roster spot or a spot on the bench next year. So I encourage him playing.
That's not a guy who I think is going to be part of our future, quite honestly.
Well, I mean, he could be a good bench guy. I'm not looking for him to be a starter. You don't need him to be a starter.
You need like a Jack type pass?
Yeah, he would be a guy who would come in for one of the 100 times that number 6 gets hurt, stuff like that.
Right? Well, hey, he had 2 RBIs tonight. No, he's not. He's not so back. But if you're giving up 2 RBIs to that guy, then you had a royally bad night.
I see what you did there.
Thank you. But I also want to ask, are we doing the same reasons as last year and not playing Michael Stefanik?
Yes, he's not an analytic guy that this team likes. He's just not.
Dude hits for contact.
I know.
He's a contact god like Meiser Turris was back in the day.
Yeah, but we don't care about that. Yeah, because I'm not saying I agree with it because I don't. But it's just lame that this team continues to run out the same kind of crap all the time. I don't like it, but that's what they're doing right now. I think it's really stupid and lame, but that's what they continue to do. They focus in on idiotic analytics, and everyone's cool with it, I guess.
And what is your take also on the Nico Cavadas dude that we have brought up? And he was one of the 4 players in the Luis Garcia trade when we traded him to Boston.
I mean, he hit down there, so it's not like, hey, he sucks or nothing. I think he can be good at some point, but you don't have a big enough sample size. I've seen guys go like 0 for 25, and then all of a sudden they get it going, and they're really good. So he needs it more at bats, so we can't judge him off his slow start.
I would agree with you there, but here's my opinion on Cavadas. Don't bat him cleanup. That's horrible.
Well, yeah, that I agree with you right there too. I think you're putting a lot of pressure on the kid. The smart thing to do would be to play him lower in the lineup. Like play him around 8th or 9th. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know now who should be cleanup hitter at this point. Certainly not Taylor Ward, though he does seem okay in the leadoff spot.
Yeah, I don't know about leadoff either because he still swings and misses at stupid pitches. So I'm not sure.
Then I'd say bat him 6th. Would you put Neto back in the leadoff spot, or do you like him there at number 2?
If he's producing like he is at 2, leave him alone. I think when those guys find their spot, like again, Shawna I think you leave him at 1. He's been doing a good job at 1 for most of the year.
He's doing okay with 3.
Yeah, 3 is not bad for him too. So if you want to bat him 1-3, fine. I'm good with that. And then you got it seems like Hoppy's allergic to 3-4, so you play him 5-6.
That's a much better move for LOH. But you got to get a guy who's really quick at number 1, and I don't know what speed we have left on the team.
It's definitely not going to be within the organization unless they're bullish and they say, okay, we're going to put more at leadoff. So I don't know.
I've got an idea. Well, Joe Adell.
Yeah, but Joe Adell needs to prove that he can work walks and get hits. I think he would easily be a perfect fit for leadoff, but you can't, because if you remember like a Mike Cameron Sr., Joe Adell could be that guy, but he, because Cameron was a physical specimen. He hit home runs, but he was super fast. He hit doubles. He worked walks. He was an all-around hitter.
Did that guy play for Seattle?
Yeah, he played for Seattle. He played for Cincinnati. He played for a bunch of teams.
Mike Cameron, you're talking about the Gaz Cameron on the A's, his dad, I think.
Correct.
All right. Well, let's see. It's going to be Johnny Cueto tomorrow. So I wanted Cueto on the Angels like 6 years ago.
Correct.
Because I love I always called him the ballerina because he stands on one leg and basically pirouettes and then throws whatever he does.
Yeah, he's very fun to watch. He's got that, like you said, delay move. He's even got a fast pitch. So I'm interested to see if he's going to pull out that whole repertoire.
Just watch his highlights. They're the best. And I would also hope if Cueto can produce till the end of the year, would you give him a chance next year, perhaps to compete for like the back end spot in the rotation?
Yeah, but if we're doing that, we're in a bad way.
Really?
Yeah, because I'd like us to get a couple free. Yeah, but I mean, look, again, he'd be easy to sign. He'd be easy to bring into camp. But if we're going to start him at 5 to start the year, I don't like it. If we're going to start him with Salt Lake and then a month or two into the season when our guys get hurt like they often do, like Silseth or Canning, and you need a pitcher, then perfect. But I would not want him to be starting the season at 5. Just saying. But all right, Mr. Man.
How do you think we'll do versus Lorenzen tomorrow? My Cal State Fullerton alum.
Oh, yeah, we're facing Lorenzen. Last time we tattooed him pretty good. I think he gets revenge tomorrow.
And that was the game I was at.
Yeah, I think he gets revenge.
That was the game I was at for Jewish Heritage Night.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. Somebody's got to get that one. Well, I'm not going to make a prediction because I know I'm going to be wrong. And then I know the Angels will lose on my birthday for the 11th year in a row.
Yep. So.
Which is on Friday. Love to see a win, but we're facing Bowden Francis again.
You mean Nolan Ryan?
Yeah, Bowden Francis.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone knows Bowden Francis. I mean, who doesn't have a Bowden Francis jersey?
I don't.
Well, you should. He's awesome. But all right, Grill Master, let me let you go.
All right, Todd.
All right, brother. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
Real quick, these are the pictures I got him up that Randy sent me. What do you guys think of this one? I don't know about those fingernails, though. Or that one. It's the Halo Honk line.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, baby.
Jeez, this guy.
Sorry to bother you. The name's Puddin', and I got your number off a bathroom stall.
Okay.
I could really use a good time right about now. Baby, by the sound of your voice, I can just tell you'd enjoy some of my chocolate pudding. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. It's the Halo Honk line.
Hey, Todd, what's going on? Marsha to the NBA.
Marsha, what's going on? I mean, did that chocolate pudding get you all riled up?
Just about. But you know what got me more riled up? Was that Grill on the phone just a little while ago?
That was Grill.
Boy, that guy could talk. Man, if he moved his mouth that fast when he was down by the old fuzz bump, I'd be a married woman by now. That boy could talk.
That's disgusting.
Whatever happened to the 90-second rule?
I don't know. Are you talking about down there or on the page?
Oh no, no, I can go 90 minutes with that one.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It all depends. I used to call Grill the old motorboat.
No.
Every 5 minutes I tell him to stop though because I had to pee.
No, come on, that's nasty. Can we talk baseball? This is disgusting.
Hey, I'm joking. Hey, pal, I'm joking with you, bud. Come on now, locker room talk.
Hey,
got some news for you.
Well, wait. I actually checked the standings today and the WNBA standing. The Atlanta Fever are still only 2 games out of the last playoff spot.
You mean the Atlanta Dream?
Oh, they.
Well, you're really watching a lot of WNBA, aren't you?
I'm a super fan.
Yeah, you are.
I mean,
when are you going to stop watching us for our bodies and start watching us for our athletic ability?
I can't get over all your guys' mustaches. I mean, you women play really hard out there.
Hey, come on now. That's all the beef roids.
You guys play hard out there.
See what you did there. Well, Todd, I just had some things I had to do, take care of. I was a little busy this way. I haven't been able to give you a call in a while, so I just thought I'd stop in and say hello.
Well, I appreciate that. I mean, the Atlanta Dream must be missing your talents. I mean, maybe you're the missing piece to get them into that postseason.
Well, yeah, maybe, but what can I do when the old Achilles is out?
Yeah. And by the way, are you worried about Big 20? Our resident little virgin son here on the show he's been missing for a couple weeks.
Yeah, I'm afraid he may have got lost or something and ended up on some other island, or who knows what's going on with that guy. I just can't wait for him to come back home to me.
You want to crack at his crack?
Oh yeah. When he comes and gives me a hug, he's just going to yell out, "God bless America."
So if he were in defeat, he'd be massaging those 17s, huh?
Well, sometimes I need to get him rubbed down. Hey, there's a rumor going around right now. I don't know if you heard.
What's the rumor?
I may get traded in a package deal over to the Los Angeles Sparks.
Wow, you'd be closer to home to Grill and 20.
Yeah, I'll be back home where I grew up. Really excited about that. So I became an Angel fan, pal. I grew up in Bell Garbage. You know this.
Bill Garbage, man. You are so hood, Marcia.
Yeah, I've been out in the streets, just like Kamala Harris, man. I've been out in those streets. We're street girls. We were they used to call us hood rats.
You are one big ass hood rat. Oh, that's what I'm saying.
I was more like a hood sewer rat. I was a big girl. I'm a big girl. What do you want me to do?
You're a New York sewer rat, that's for sure.
What do you want from me?
Was your nickname Master Splinter? Or?
Basketball. What's that?
I said, was your nickname Master Splinter?
I thought you did there. But no, I wasn't Master Splinter. I was more of I used to show you off my furback turtle.
I don't even want to know what that is.
I can explain it to you.
No, let's move on.
You see when I'm just kidding. I would never do that on your show. Come on, Todd, I'm just messing with you, huh? Pulling the chain, yanking your crank.
Boy, how could Grill turn that beautiful laugh down? I don't know how she.
And with this beautiful laugh, is the ass that comes with it too, pal. I had it all. He had it all. It was. I used to one time for Valentine's Day, I did something real special, romantic for him. I got the little clippers, the beard clippers.
Yes.
And I went and I buzzed a message in my back hair. and on my back it said, "Do me." Oh, Grill loved it. He jumped all over it. Let me tell you what, I wasn't walking straight for a while. Grill had his way. Anyway, Todd,
I'm physically getting sick. I'm sorry.
I hope you guys have a great show today, and that fellow you had on a little earlier. What's his name?
What? Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson. Hey, Action Jackson. I didn't see him, but he had a sexy voice. He's not doing anything if he's single. You know where to turn to.
Oh my gosh! Get out of here, Marcia.
All right, guys. Hey, go Angels, everyone! Hey, we're turning it around. Let's go, baby. Let's go. All right, Todd. Talk to you later, Cal.
All right.
Hey, bud. I'll catch you on the flip side, bud.
Why is it that when you have a friend that's the opposite sex, especially if you're a male and you have a female friend, you always give them that bro hug / kind of soft hug? Imagine what you give Marcia. It'd have to be a fist bump. It's the Halo Hunk line. I'm guessing.
Hello, this is Harold Wong from Wong Chinese. I have an order of orange chicken, beef broccoli, a sweet and sour chicken lo mein, and order of ribs. It's ready for you to pick up.
Perfect. I already actually had that earlier today.
What? This is the number you gave me for order.
Again, I would love for someone to call in actually with a real voice instead of AI, or at least own up to the crappy dial-in ones. But Bodie got a big update on, or any update on Big 20. I want Bodie to call in, because Bodie needs to let us know what's going on with our favorite Crikey down under right there. But yeah, to sum it up, Angels win tonight 9-5 over the Kansas City Royals. They go for the series win tomorrow. So hopefully Salvador says Big 20 stuck on Jeffrey Epstein's island. Grillmaster says, why am I the only one? How dare you, Grillmaster? Marsha's another real caller. She's not AI. So, I mean, she may have XY chromosomes. But again, like I was saying, Marsha's the type that'll fist bump you. That's all I'm saying. Oh, here we go again. It's the Halo Honk line.
Yo, hello?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who this be?
No, it's B again.
Listen, dog, this is the third time you called me. Why you blow me up like this?
God. I swear, that's terrible. Terrible. I don't know what's worse, the hitting or the prank phone calls. Because for the majority of the season, we got 0. Last couple of weeks, it's been like 2 or 3 per show, which is fine. Just like Jim Rome used to say, have a take, don't suck. And those phone calls suck. So I would entertain them if they were actually funny. But they might have been funny about 25, 27 years ago. Not really funny. Let's see. Also, One Just Pod seems to like them. Let's just play Stukas while we're all here, and we'll jump off and we'll talk about it tomorrow as the Angels will go for the series win. Angels win tonight, though. And for everybody on the Halos in the Infield network, we will catch you tomorrow. And hopefully the Angels, like I said, can double up them Royals, beat them tomorrow, and move on to the next series in Toronto. We owe those Canadians a sweep, or at least 2 out of 4. They're not much better than we are, but they spanked us when they were here. So we'll catch you tomorrow.